rainy season. Government say after the rainy season. Hey, this one don't shock. Some people don't spend like 5 hours for year. Welcome. Oh. Don't shock. Oh. But government don't tell us say make we get patient after the rainy season. Ah, road. Why this one be like this? Be say the Benin Lagos Express Road. Now of your river don't shock, don't block. Hey, go. Hey. Where those state government wants see money to do this one? And then for Upper Siloko Road, near Oku Junction, the road don't block oh, because of that new Lagos road by that of your bridge. Oh God.
Hey, what's he do?
Not clear.
What's he do?
How many hours you don't spend here?
About like 3 hours.
3 hours?
30 hours. 30 hours.
Government say after rainy season, contractor will come.
Who's after rainy season? Wait till be rainy season, eh? Wait till be after rainy season.
I say after rainy season.
Who's after rainy season?
That's not government talk.
You know suffer what they suffer for here? You know suffer? That's why your low sound. See, it's around 12. They road for here. Wait till they happen. Customer don't call. Wait till.
After rainy season.
Who's be after rainy season?
Contractor no dey work for rainy season. But this road don't get us a bill. Don't show. How many hours you don't spend here now?
3 hours.
3 hours.
And I'm heading to Port Harcourt like this every day.
Are you there? Go Port Harcourt. Don't cast though. Hey! Hey! I won't beg those state government. Since I don't tell those people say after rainy season, contractors. Are they for Upper Siloko Road for Avia? Are they for Igoshodi? From here, you dey go Bazua. From here, you dey go Igorake. From here, you dey pass and go Kada. From here, you go pass and go Agbata, Utese, Agbese, Uhe. Huh? From here now to New Road now. You see why you dey see all this motor now? Now that new Lagos road they be the pass. But that of your river, that place don't spoil, it don't block. FEMA. For the past like 3, 4, 5 years now they tell FEMA, that of your river, they need to reconstruct and redesign them again. From the slope to the hill. But as that place don't shock now, vehicles when they come from Ondo, when they come from Lagos, when go carry Sansan, when go carry Quarry, they don't care where they go pass for that Benin Lagos Expressway because that of your river by that bridge, it don't shock. That's all of them they pass here now. Contractor not they work for any season. Contractor not they work for any season. Contractor not they work for any season. Government say after any season, contractor they go mobilize, contractor make they come.
You good, you be comedian.
Welcome, Oga. Hi, everybody, how the journey now? Government, we don't go meet government concerning all this road. They say after the rainy season, they go mobilize contractor. May they come to all this road. Say this rainy season, contractor not they work for rainy season.
Okay. So more with the manager must we see him now.
After the rainy season,
the road will be put in back.
Contractor will come on site.
Okay.
I don't go meet them, I don't ask them, I don't tell you, I don't meet them, I don't tell them. I be government, that's all I tell me. That's why they tell them because many of the drivers that they complain. We don't go meet government. Government say after rainy season. How the journey now?
sir.
Welcome. Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Lagos.
And you are going to where?
I'm going to Enugu State.
Like how many hours do you spend here now?
We don't spend like 4 hours for this traffic.
It surprised you?
They surprised me. We go to Ovia. Ovia is blocked. No road for Ovia. We from there don't come back. We enter this one. People wait Ovia like 6 hours. They don't fit go. People travel to far place. Ebonyi State, Abia State, Calabar, Uyo. So, far away journey. We take for hold on for Edo State. Everybody complains that Edo State 9 was passed.
You know if you talk like that.
For the Nigerians. Sir, now that's what we are seeing. We have been suffering. We travel to many states. I work with Geo Transport Company. We travel to many states. In Edo State, we stop far a lot. Go to Awuchi Road.
We don't go meet the state government. State government say the contractor say no go fit come work for rainy season. After the rainy season, before contractor fit come.
But they are doing the same work in Ogun State with the rainy season. Inside the rainy season, Ogun State is working. They are doing the work, constructing the road in Ogun State. Even with
What motor when you enter? What motor?
Today, 18 seater, we don't climb us today. Trailer for back, 2 trailer for front. See we. I want to go inside bush. Oh, now go and help us today. What's going on today? When I tell government to do our road for us, when I tell our government to do our road for us, see what I want to go do for us today. What's going to go for us today?
When motor run the entire push because of trailer.
For front? Yes. I want to go 18 seater.
Ovia motor there. Ovia motor we enter. Ovia motor we enter. The motor run the entire push.
For this
trailer.
This road, so.
Now if it's go in front, you go see am.
Trailer dey back.
Go favor us today. We beg the Edo State government. Make they do something. I beg
They go do our road for us.
Waiting they happen soon.
Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen.
Now deputy, now he come from here. Another local government chairman come from here. Another House of Assemblyman, he come from here. House of Rep, he come from here. Only this of here, they not fit work. Why?
after rainy season.
Where will they go?
Wetin make you come pass here? Wetin make you come pass here?
No, because road no good. No good. Deputy Governor Nairobi this Dennis. Nairobi this.
Every person they look for alternative route to take enter inside Benin. Done. So because of the road was shook for that Benin Lagos Express Road by that Via Bridge, that's all the vehicle now they come pass here now.
International 3 goes down for inside the matter properly.
Hey, whoa.
This lovely evening on top of 92.3 FM. Now you can listen to the voice like this, and the program now Rush Hour will be saying like this. It concern me, concern everybody, concern you. With to listen to us right now. Yeah, wait till you listen to our no go play.
Waiting they happen.
I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. That's so it's supposed to be. Citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, anywhere you there for Nigeria and outside Nigeria, they watch us for ITV, they watch us for Facebook, for TikTok, for YouTube, and then for Upper Siloko Road. Upper Siloko Road. Last week when I did here, you know if we pass here. Last month, you know if we pass here. People come they talk. Where those state governments? Where those state governments? where the governor of Edo State, where the deputy governor of Edo State. However, and therefore Ovia, and therefore Upper Siloko Road, if Benin Lagos Expressway blocked by that Ovia Bridge, this now the alternative where you go pass enter Benin City. I deal with the contractor, palliative. We need to monitor them. I want to thank Edo State government, led by distinguished Senator Monday Bawolo and the Deputy Governor of Edo State, aka Denko. People don't talk, people don't talk, but the people are very happy because you talk say after rainy season contractor will come, but this one is a palliative. Work is going on. We will monitor the project back to back. And then for Upper Siloko Road by Goshodi. From here you go pass and go Bazua, go New Road, go Okada, go Ogbese, go Uhe, go Iguayake. That's all they do now. When I did here last week, people they spend 5 hours here. And they monitor the projects. And they monitor the project. Now, palliative, after rainy season, contractor will come to the asphalt. But remember to feed the person. The work is going on. Drop your comments. Shut them. As of last week, you know if you pass here. 2 months ago, you know if you pass here. 3 months ago, you know if you pass here. 4 months ago, you know if you pass here. When I come here last week, today's last week when I come here, everywhere shock. But the contractor they're on site now to make sure they do palliative. Oh my body doesn't shake. Upper Siloko Road. People don't talk about this road though. Social media go they talk. Different people go they talk. But we're there now. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. That's so it's supposed to be. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. As they don't do the road palliative now, okay, citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you know, say 1 week ago, I come this Upper Siloko Road, where shock. People they spend like 4 or 5 hours here. But as we talk, we don't say, Edo State government now, don't send contractor come now, they can do some palliative. You know, say when road block for New Lagos Road, now yeah, welcome. Wait. You know, say we don't shout tire. And they don't do the road now, Bina. Palliative measure. Palliative.
Oh, we did happy now. We did happy small. That's small process.
Deputy governor. Who got me the governor say people they cry for this place.
Last so.
After the rainy season, contractor will come.
We'll try.
So now you want pass.
Yes, sir.
You know you want pass.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. So I said 1 week ago, when I come here, trailers, vehicles, that they spend like 5 hours here, 4 hours here. This place now, there for Upper Siloko Road by Igwoshodi. You know what's this place now? Trailers, vehicles, that they spend like 4-5 hours here. You know if we pass here, people come to shout. I come to talk, say government say, contractors say they not go fit work for any season. But state government say they not go fit wait. Then they quickly say contractor come do some palliative measure. Huh? Say that motor go fit the pass them. Now
Nana Dennis Okwebolo they try.
Wait.
Nana Dennis Okwebolo they try.
Deputy governor.
Yes, Nana they try now. Before this road not be pushed with the pass. No, it's not trying. It's not our person. It's not our person.
You not go fit pass this road as a last
Don General.
Deputy governor.
We don't get US more. If at all, we don't get US more. I suppose it like this is there. For not they complain. God go bless them. Messi finish the road because from here God say not good though. Now manage the manager.
Before like how many hours they spend here?
Before we spend like 3-4 hours just to cross from here to this journey here. But now as you do now, you see they okay. Thank God though. May God bless them.
CSO.
Don General.
Welcome, okay. You know if you pass here as a last week, now that they shy with governor, with deputy governor now say, may they come do this palliative. How you see them now?
No, they try. We really appreciate. Like on Sunday we pass, I saw the deputy governor here himself. I parked my car there, then I used to go church because they don't let us pass at all. But at least we thank God.
Like 1 week ago, we will not fit pass them, but government don't come do palliative measure. Now you find a complaint that they say yeah, don't get as a B. But the government say they don't do palliative now, so they'll not fit the pass them now.
Yes. It's still clear like this for this rainy season. But when it pass this time, made they do them.
After the rainy season, contractor they come.
Contractor they come, abi?
Yes.
Kudos to them.
They don't do this palliative now. How it be now?
It's sharp.
Before like how many hours if you spend here?
Sometimes, not be even the hours, so it they kill most of our tires. Both the trucks and any motor where they pass, both small motor, they go they pass back. That back not even good before. It not even good again now because of the rain. And when motor cut to the pass them, what they mostly cause that hold up that then when accident happen for express or that side, now make them.
Thank you.
Well done, Baba.
One of your bridge block for Benin Lagos Expressway. The only alternative to enter Benin are here. They are happy now. Now here I did last week, oh. Now this place I did last week, everywhere shock, oh. I want to thank Edo State government, led by His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Monday Pawolo, and Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, aka Denko, the Deputy Governor of Edo State. Now in constituency be this, but I say no, if you wait, people don't do the complain. Yeah, be they shock, but they don't do some palliative. Okay, welcome. As last week they complain say, yeah, don't kill your motor, as they don't do palliative here now, it be now.
It's okay. It's okay now. It's okay.
Especially this market women, they go they complain. Odema. But they at least they don't speak.
It's okay now. It's okay now.
Governor Yai, Deko.
Deko Yai.
Move.
Ọ̀pá ló ti gbọ́ bá sùn wà ó dọ́.
Ọ̀wẹ́ kékeré lọ.
Ọ̀pá ìwọ̀ ẹ̀ wà ní kí wọ́n ní wá sí kọ̀ wá.
Ọ̀fẹ́ wait. You yourself know say as a last week you know if you pass here oh.
Yes.
I be now.
Good morning. Good morning. It's very good. It's very good. I'm from Akwa Ibom.
From Akwa Ibom?
Yes.
And you dey pass here every time?
I dey pass here every time.
Motor go dey break down here, they spend 4-5 hours. Now we come cry go meet governor and deputy.
Very well.
They can't do some palliative.
They have tried a lot. Greetings. Respect.
Boom!
Africa.
Hey! I pledge to Nigeria, my country. If you calculate them now, 1 week, when I come here, all your shock, trailers, vehicles, They not fit pass here. Then they break down. We call a call on the Edo State government. We call a call on Senator Monday Bawolo. We call a call on the deputy governor. Say people for this upper Siloko road. Because once that Benin Lagos Express road blocked by that of Ovia River, the alternative road now here. But from here now you go access Igwarahi, Igwabazuwa, Ogbese, Okada, from here to New Road. You understand? But we want thank God now for this palliative where they don't can't do so.
Rush hour. I said, Ogo fi pass here. Now they go no be that thing. In your own road.
Yesterday, I saw him with my two naked eyes like deputy this. Governor. Yes, Dennis Idaos, our deputy governor. The only thing when I want to tell them, say, may they try their best, may they make sure say they do drainage for this place. Not be only to tire, because if you tire, my brother, you not do drainage, and you not survey the situation where water go take come up for here. Now the same position where we did now will still there. Make the channel from here to Ovia River.
But this palliative now, it makes sense.
It's okay.
I told not bad. Market women, traders now they complain. How the road be now?
It's okay with that car like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Doji! Move. Doji! I said last week when I tell here, you know if you pass here.
Doji!
You know say last week, you know if you pass here.
I don't not be only last week. Since the beginning of this rainy season. We not see anywhere pass for here. See where we go, they pass inside forest. You get one day, I go jump kidnapper for inside. Since that day,
I be now.
It's manageable for now.
I'm bad pass.
Yes, now be bad market.
When I come here last week, people spend like 5 hours here.
Me spend more than 5 hours.
This kind of your motor not pass here.
Not be pass and inside bush with the pass.
No, but people, this kind of motor, as last week, enough he pass this kind.
Enough he pass. Now inside forest with the pass. See the corner with the back of this upstairs. Now they will they follow. Swam. If you know where you are staying strong, you carry you enter Banka farm. For now, it's better. How are you?
I want to thank the state government for this palliative. As an area journalist,
waiting they happen.
Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they
Who be this man? You don't know say last week. Who be this man? You know if you pass here last week. Now you the shout where them go. Now here deputy governor from come. Now here they pass every day.
What they talk so? The man speak well and the man do well. If now let this one he do, it's okay.
No, we'll face this side. Come.
I say, Denko himself, he don't try. If now let this one he do.
Face this side.
Yeah, my brother, I don't understand
you said
why
that.
you turn my
Sorry.
I don't tire for this man.
My eye they told me.
I said Denko, do well. My brother, if you reach here before you go wrong.
Hey.
You go wrong. As I enter here, so I say, my brother shout, say, what did they happen here?
We thank God, they'll say they rescue us.
Now God go bless them. God go give them more power, more lawless. May they tell they do the work
more
for
wisdom.
us. I pray to God.
They say after rainy season, contractor can't do away.
No, never pull for that one. Now the one we see first.
As this one we see now, we get joy. We get joy, Don G. If I say, if that one day we come for Kada, after the wolf, someone pass that corner, my brother. Not be smart, yo. My motto. Now push, now we push. The motto dey mechanic workshop now. Boss will carry passenger.
How the road be now?
We thank God. Say,
I tell.
Our governor.
Let it hear.
He be like say the junior one go beg Baba say come here because we don't to crack for this road. God so kind, he come to our rescue. I just come day before he say there. This place which kind of magic
the
be this?
deputy governor I call supervisor himself.
That is the thing. We are very, very grateful for him. Now then, my place be that. Now my hometown, I be that. Now there me the goal now like this. So, jungle, like this, fire down.
Clear.
I greet you.
So the
Don't do.
see anywhere.
Don't
be now.
We dey happy now. Before, the way this road be, is not motorable, is not measurable. Everywhere, maga, spoily. The road is not just good before. It to cut this and a wahala. Go be like say one carry machine put for head take cross this place.
Happy now.
But now we happy now. I tell na bad. Now I am not at all. And we happy. As it is now. We happy.
Thank you.
Everywhere good.
Thank you. You are happy now.
Yes, I'm very happy.
Once the people voice, the suffer when I suffer here, last week, last 2 weeks, last month.
Rush hour. How you doing now?
Last week you know if you pass here.
No, I know.
Last week you know if you pass here.
I know. So they be a person. I pass on last 2 weeks. It's very, very rough. Hold up, we spend about 3 hours, 4 hours for here. For last week Wednesday. Trailer said they look for us here. Talk less is more motor. So I even say one sleep that very day. But we are very happy to see Deputy Governor Citra. Still do here for the letter they use. We are happy.
We have seen the palliative. I was one of those people that came here to ensure that this road went viral on social media. You can see my video. They are there on social media. So I came back to town yesterday. I saw that they have done some palliative. I saw it on the media. I came here. This is quite commendable that at least it's motorable for now. So we are waiting for the dry season. And this road is a dualized road from Upper Siloko. It ended in Ego right now. So we are appealing to the state government that they should dualize this road to the stretch of Okada Junction, Igwabazua and all that. It's an appeal. That is why we voted for them. And we want to thank the governor too and the deputy governor for hearing our cry. I came here. I went on an interview with some other media groups. It went viral on social media. Thank you, sir.
Hey! I said last week, last month, you know, if you pass here, this trailer, now if you pass here. Check, you know, if you pass here. Since then, you know, if you pass here.
For where the road not good though. No go area.
I be now.
You see the small.
At all.
We see thank God.
At all.
We see thank God. The general.
I pledge to Nigeria, my country. This one are just palliative. Because the state government talk say, contractors say they're not going to work for rainy season. But people can't they complain. They spend 4 hours, 5 hours here. Can't they ask it what did they happen? Social media, they cry different. I be now.
Everywhere good.
At all.
Not bad.
Before you know if you pass here.
Not lie you. Not happy and now they follow.
But now it don't clear. For the past 3 months now, Apia you they go they pass. Yo, they say wait deputy governor. Now we go call deputy governor. They say after rainy season contractor go come, but they won't just do palliative. How you see them now?
This palliative better be good, but the thing is, I made they carry that big caterpillar. They mash them again, so that all those people used to go inside ground.
Governor. As a last week, you know if he pass here. As a last month, you know if he pass here. As a 3 months ago, you know if he pass here. But how you see this palliative now?
Today now, at least they try for us. They try. God bless them. If government are doing like this, we must love it. When we're not good, at least they will try to do it a little. We know that this is rainy season. Before dry season, before they will continue. But what this work, this palliative work done, at least we clap for them.
Thank you. Na palliative o.
Waiting they happen.
Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen.
ITV, certainly the best.
Health is wealth. And when we say health is wealth, a whole lot of persons, they actually don't understand what we are talking about. I tell you, when you're healthy, and you know what you're doing, you can actually take any meal you want to take. You can go to any lengths you want to, walk as far as you can, and yes, breathe freely as you can. You will understand what we mean by health is wealth. You're welcome to another exciting time on Healthy Living with yours sincerely, Oluije Oyikokai. And today on Healthy Living, we will be talking about HIV and AIDS in children, prevention, early testing, treatment, and ending the stigma. Yes, I will want to actually love our doctor to talk about the stigmatization part of it. But before that, we will be introducing Dr. Uwa Odige. He is the Principal Medical Officer and Deputy Director at PEFA Clinic UBTH. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Okay, now before we go ahead to ask some questions, when we talk about HIV and AIDS, we often focus on adults. Yes, that's the reason why today we'll be dealing on HIV and AIDS in children. But what happens when the person living with HIV is a child? That's a question. And how do we protect children from infection, ensure early diagnosis and treatment, and most importantly, make sure HIV does not just become a reason for a child to be bullied or rejected? Now, first off, HIV. What is HIV?
Thank you very much for the question. So HIV is human immunodeficiency virus, and the AIDS is the acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
Yeah.
So the virus is what causes the disease, and AIDS is a spectrum. It's not a disease on its own. But what it does is that the body is supposed to be able to mount up defense, its immune system. But when one is infected with this virus, the body cannot fight, the antibodies cannot fight back on its own. So you now have to be on medications for life. And it's not strange because most medical conditions, you don't treat them, you manage them. Hypertension, diabetes, asthma, seizures. So you take medications for life. So in short, that's what HIV is.
Okay, now if we're talking about children, how do you know a little child, and you're wondering, because when we talk about HIV and AIDS, we focus on adults and all of that. But here we hear children coming down with HIV and AIDS, and we're wondering how come about it, how did they get it, where did it come from, and all of that. So someone out there will want to know, how can a child come down with HIV and AIDS? Now, when we're talking, you did talk about the acronym ART PEFA. You said because of the stigmatization. So we want to know, how did that come about, first off, and also how does a child come down with HIV and AIDS?
Thank you. So ART is an acronym. It actually means antiretroviral therapy.
Yeah.
And the PEPFAR is from the American government because they sponsor the treatment and the testing. They don't pay anything for this. They only pay for license just for card, like 400 naira.
So medication is
medication
free.
Is free. The testing for the
is it for just children alone or everyone?
For everyone.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So we don't even call our the children or even the adults. We don't call them patients. We call them clients.
Okay.
Yes, that's
just to soften.
Yeah. Exactly. And for the children, over 90% of them get it from their parents. We call it the vertical transmission. A pregnant mother that didn't do proper antenatal care could infect the child in 3 different ways. When she's pregnant, or during the delivery process, when the baby is about to be delivered, or through breastfeeding. So most, at least 90% of them come about HIV/AIDS from their parents. Then some get it from blood transfusion. As much as we screen blood products before we do transfusion, there's the window period where someone that is HIV positive could test negative. So even if you were to do your HIV test today, they'll say negative ASAT today, that's 17th August 2026. To be sure that person is actually negative, he has to repeat that test in 3 months' time. It's after his negative 3 months that you know that the person is completely clear. So in very few rare situations, there are some people that have gotten it from blood transfusion. And it can happen even in America because that window period is there. Then there are some people that go for children that go to see these traditional birth attendants or, let's say, herbalists, where they use markings. Yeah, they say they have something with their spleen, they mark scarification marks. So some of those people don't sterilize their equipment, their sharps, exactly. So if you still get it from there, through blood transfusion, but most of all sexual from their parents, vertical transmission. There's some from rape cases, but still very few, very few.
Okay, now let's look at the case of the mother.
Yeah.
You know, a woman will be so scared to say, oh, I am HIV positive and I don't know, I can't give birth to children because of my condition. Now, is there hope for a woman that is HIV positive to give birth to a child with negative results?
Yeah, thank you very much. For now, there's hope, and not just hope. In UBTH, because there's a unit that's the prevention of mother-to-child transmission. So every woman that comes for antenatal care is screened for diabetes, syphilis, retroviral screen, that's the HIV testing. So if she presents early, even if she didn't know her status before, we now know that she's HIV positive. And once she takes her drugs and she takes them well, that means she'll be virally suppressed. And once she's virally suppressed, once the kids are born, there are drugs that we give them. For the ones that present early, they are low risk. So there's a drug we give them for 6 weeks.
Okay, that's the mother,
the child. Okay. The mother will take her normal drug.
Okay, that's after childbirth.
After childbirth, yes. So the mother will continue on her drug. Then the child takes a drug, nevirapine, for 6 weeks. And we now do a test that we call PCR, that's polymerase chain reaction test, dry blood spot test. Because if you do the normal tests that are used for adults, it will pick it as if the child is positive, because the child's blood still has the mother's antibodies. Then for women that present late for antenatal, that maybe it was the last trimester of pregnancy, that's the last
for registration.
I will just discover that this woman's is HIV positive. So after doing the normal viral load test, and we discovered that, okay, maybe this woman's viral load is high, instead of her taking the drug, the woman is commenced on the ART drugs, the HIV drugs. And when the child is born, instead of the child taking that drug just for 6 weeks, there's another drug, zidovudine, that is added because the child is high risk. So it takes one nevirapine for 6 weeks, then it continues and takes the other one, zidovudine, for 3 months. And so far in my clinic, as far as they've follow the guidelines we give them, they don't come out positive. I've seen, in fact, in the last 5 years, those that came through proper antenatal prevention of mother-to-child transmission clinic, they are negative. Where we see people that come down with positive children, there are some women, after their kids are born, this child is failing to thrive, is not doing well, and they are admitted maybe in the infectious disease clinic, and they are testing, and they now do a test for the mom. The mom is positive. So we now do for the child and find out the child is also positive, because the mom was not on any drug and the child was not on any drug either. But if you take your drugs well and the child takes those drugs, there are so many. Even we have discovered couples where the husband, the wife, one is HIV positive and the children are negative. Yes.
Okay. In a case where the mother is HIV positive, the husband is HIV positive, and maybe this woman does not even come to antenatal at all. And the child is being born. Now this child automatically will come out being HIV positive. Now from that point on, is there any hope for that child to get rid of the HIV positive as the child grows up, or will the child just be on a medication all through his or her life?
And so fortunately that for now, there's no permanent cure for HIV. So just like the adults that take the drugs for life, the child will take the drugs and live a normal life, because when they are taking the drugs and they are doing well, we say they are virally suppressed, and that means they have HIV, but it's at undetectable level. And once you have HIV at undetectable level, it means that you can't transmit the HIV to anybody. So you are HIV positive, but you are living your life like a HIV negative person.
Well, you have to always make sure you take your drug.
Yes, you must take your drug every day.
Is there a possibility for a woman to, just normal day-to-day activities? The husband does not have HIV, she also, from nowhere, she's not, a promiscuous woman and all of that, and she gets HIV, and she's wondering, I am not promiscuous, I'm living my normal life, myself and my husband were okay. Now, how can this happen, apart from being sexually active?
Thank you very much. Like you said, We've seen some few cases like that.
Yeah.
The woman is not promiscuous. We have even seen that in case of the woman is not even married, so she's still a virgin.
And a virgin.
Yes,
wow.
we've seen. So sometimes when they do this manicure, pedicure, tattoos, yes, so a lady or a man, any person can get infected if the instruments are not sterilized. But it's rare, but it can happen. We've seen a few cases like that. Then, like I said before, from blood transfusion, even if the blood was screened and the blood, it had HIV virus, but was in window period, it can even happen in America because it's not anybody's fault.
I love the way you always go back to
because most times people like giving the impression
America.
that as if in Africa we are doing our best with the limited resources, and I must thank the American government because they are the ones actually providing the medications and they have been threatening to pull out, but we pray that because I don't know.
We love to pray a lot.
Yeah. Because if the government, most of these patients or clients, most of them is social issues. You see some that are taking the drugs, but you see them, they are malnourished because they are not eating well. The good thing is
sure it's not because of maybe, the thought of they saying, oh, I am HIV positive and all of that?
No, some of these ones are orphans. Some even come from orphanage homes. Over time, yes, because like for the kids, we don't normally disclose to them early. But
you just give them the normal drugs and say, okay,
like
just
a multivitamin.
make sure you take it regularly.
But when they start becoming adolescents, some of them are like, some of my other siblings, I'm the only one taking this drug. Why? Then we have to disclose to them. So at age 15, then sometimes the parents...
that brings me to the question that at what age would the child, be wise enough to get education that, yes, you have been living with HIV and AIDS and all of that, and when should the child also go for testing? Yes.
Okay, so when they are teenagers, now they say 15, we give them, initially we give them partial disclosure, but now 15 I will disclose and tell them, because some of them start becoming stubborn and refuse to take the medications. So you see someone that's been undetected for 7-8 years, gets into the university. I had one case like that, the person in the private university, and from the viral load that is less than 20 copies, that's undetectable level. Suddenly it shot up to 7,000. So we had, the mother now said she doesn't know what she's taking, and so she doesn't know how important. We have to disclose to the person. So when they are teenagers, and as for the testing, just like adults, the testing is free. If you walk into the hospital, you don't pay for the testing. You go for pre and post-test counseling so that you can know that this thing could be positive, could be negative, and it's not a death sentence. I've seen people that are living in that clinic, that are living normal lives over 20 years. In fact, there's a lady that is my friend, she comes from Delta State. She's negative, she's positive. The husband is negative, her 3 kids are negative. In fact, she knew before she got married, and she was like, the husband, she told him she would not go home with the married that she was, but the man said he would kill himself if she refused. And they married and they are doing very well. So it's not a death sentence, just like people are living with other ailments and diseases. And as we normally say, we say you can't cure hunger. So just thinking that you are taking food, these things are from plants.
Like it's a normal day-to-day supplement.
Exactly. And you can take it whether you've eaten or you've not. So if you wake up sick, you take your... For the adults, once the children get to 9 years and they are 30 kg, it becomes just one tablet. You take it once, then you are good to go.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Dige, for taking out your time to, explain to us what it's all about as far as HIV and AIDS is concerned in the life of a child. A lot of persons out there don't actually know that, yes, these things happen, that a child can actually come down with HIV and AIDS. But I tell you, it happens. There was actually a time that there was this news that went around on social media and every other places about a child that was, infused with HIV, blood transfusion, and just from nowhere, blood transfusion, the child living a normal life, the parents went to the hospital to, to care for the child and all of that. Now the child has been infused with, through blood transfusion with HIV and AIDS, and you find that child, like you said, all through his life, he has to go with taking medication like it's a normal day-to-day supplement. Now, for a parent like that, how can, when the child is up to age now, how can the parents, call the child together and say, okay, my daughter or my son, this is what you have, without creating fear in the life of that child?
Thank you. So, the truth is that it depends on the relationship between the child and the parent. But sometimes, and most times, the parents don't know how to go about it, because if, for example, the child got it from the mom. There was a particular case. This mom begged and begged that she wanted the guy to get into university. He got to university, so we're not like, he has to know.
Yes.
And his dad was late. I don't know where the mom got it from. As when we were disclosing, she ran out, and the boy cried, but he came to himself. So if the parent can't disclose to the child, we, the doctors, we have trained HIV counselors, social workers, that we will tell. In fact, we've had some people that say they've been dating and they're about to get married, then suddenly discover one of the couples negative, one is positive. I will ask them, have you not been meeting before, unprotected? This person is, you are still negative, he's positive. So if you really love this person, and you can go on with marrying the person and take medication. And the person will be on medication.
Okay, the person will be on medication also.
No, not necessarily. Yes, because men don't get that easily, as because the way the reproductive system is. The women are like the recipient, you receive. The man does more of the releasing. So if he doesn't have an STI, that's a sexually transmitted infection, and there's no breach, there's no injury on his private part, he will not get it. Yes, the chance of him getting it meets him with somebody that is on principle about 0.2%. So, but to be safe, there are drugs we take. We call them pre-exposure prophylaxis. So you take before meeting the wife, and he will be negative. But the truth is that if the wife is taking it and taking it well, that means she's HIV suppressed, virally suppressed, and having undetectable level. At undetectable level, you can't transmit the virus. So even without maybe using a condom, they can meet regularly without the man infecting the woman. So we have discovered that couples, a lot of them in clinic, and they are well and healthy. And so just to add, that pre-exposure prophylaxis is just like the drugs for the patient, that it's one tablet, but now the injection is out, but it hasn't got into Benin. It's in Lagos now, and it's in foreign countries, where you take just one injection once in 6 months instead of taking it daily.
It's nice to know that with research and intervention, things are actually going from, you know, the way they used to be to even getting better.
Yes.
Okay, now for the life of a child, would you advise the child to, you know, talk to his friends or colleagues that, oh, I'm HIV positive and all of that? So what advice will you give to that person?
Okay, so we have social clubs where they meet last Saturday every month in the hospital. We educate them, they meet themselves. I won't advise, not because some people cannot handle it. In fact, there was a case of someone that he was dating, the person left the relationship, they were like already cohabiting. The man left the house for the lady. So you know that it's not like he doesn't love, but different people respond to different challenges in different ways. Maybe something he cannot handle and doesn't want to use it again. If you can leave the house for the person, that means you love her to an extent. It's better than saying I can handle it. Then when small issues come up within the marriage, you now start using her status against her. Yeah, so we advise that you don't disclose. You get really close to the person. You are sure that this person has your back before you open up, because you might just confide in one person and
need to quarrel like this.
In fact, we've had a university student that had to come to complain. I had to go and meet one of our lecturers. Her roommate saw her taking it around and went to tell other people that she was, which is actually true. But I went, saw the lecturer, he scolded the lady and stuff like that. So you, as much as possible, we don't. Not everybody is trained that can handle such stuff.
Very well. Okay, so what are some of the misconceptions that we have as regards HIV?
Okay. Okay, one is it's not a death sentence, and I think there are even things that are worse than HIV, like cancers, even some diabetes. There are liver disease, chronic liver hepatitis. The HIV virus is a gentle virus, as in that. So even if a HIV infected blood is put on this table, after a few minutes the virus dies because it cannot live on a non-living object. So even if you touch it, you will not be infected. As far as you take your medications, you live a very normal life like any other person.
Okay, so as we see some persons, you know, back in those days, we used to say, oh, don't share the same cup that this person is using, though, don't share the same plates, the spoons, and all of that. So can anyone actually, you know, get infected with HIV and AIDS with sharing of items that are not sharp?
Sharps, no. You can use cups. You can use the same spoon, eat from the same plates. You won't get HIV infected from sharp. Apart from sharps, there may be sharing of toothbrushes. Apart from that, you won't get it.
Okay. Now, you did talk about the virus not being so effective outside the living body.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, are we now saying with research, because you made mention of injection right now, that once you take it, it can last for 6 months in the body.
Okay,
now,
sorry, that's for the PrEP, that's the pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Okay.
But they've not gotten injections in Nigeria, even for the HIV treatment. But we feel that because the PrEP drug is almost the same drug with the actual drug. Yeah, the PrEP drug, there are three, the HIV drug consists of 3 drugs in one. But that PrEP is 2, 1 is not. So
okay, so
we feel
you
that
still have to take it orally.
yes,
okay.
exactly. So I feel if they could get a drug that will prevent with an injection, I think we will soon get to the stage where we get injectables
in the nearest time.
very
Yes,
true.
yes. So research and all of that, we get to hear, oh, HIV is in the past.
Sure.
Anyone that gets it, so just go for your injectables and
exactly.
you'll be good. Okay, so your advice to parents out there that are down with these, the HIV, AIDS, and all of that, and yes, to also talk to teenagers out there on how to abstain, because abstinence is key to all of this.
Clearly,
so
yeah.
Advice.
So for parents, our advice that when they are pregnant, they should go to good hospitals or health centers, because everybody claims to have a hospital now. So you see a quack open something, wears a word coat and scrub, and this person has never gone to medical school, not even a trained nurse. People say auxiliary nurses, but nursing will tell you that it's quackery. There's nothing like auxiliary nurse. So go to a proper health center or hospital, because once you go for that proper antenatal, you do basic tests, and HIV test one of them, syphilis, your blood sugar, hepatitis, exactly. Once you are screened properly, the child is protected. So even not for you, for the child's sake, and because for the adults, a man and a woman that are already positive, they don't really have any issues. But for the child is living a normal life, but it will affect the emotional and social. When the child is about to date and get married, how does he explain to his saying it's a bit more complex? Exactly. Then for children or for young adults and teenagers, because the world is so funny now, they hook up here and there, Yahoo boys, and they lure these girls with so many things. The abstinence is sticky. But some of them are so stubborn and wild already. So if you are telling the abstinence, you might just be deceiving yourself. So you tell them that if they must do, they should protect themselves. They should use condoms. As in, even sometimes when people use condoms, they will still come to the clinic that the condom they are using got burst. They come for post-exposure prophylaxis, which is taken for a month after exposure, and it's more effective within 24 hours. But you must come within 72 hours after the exposure to the HIV-infected blood.
Okay. Yeah. So there's solution in that case.
There is.
Okay.
There is.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Odiye, for taking our time to be with us today and letting us know that, yes, HIV and AIDS is not a death sentence. He did make mention of some other illness that are much more serious than HIV and AIDS. So you have someone, a relative, please just show them care and show them love, because they are definitely in need of all of this. So it's a big thank you to
to add to that the HIV test is free in UBTH. So if you are scared and it's confidential, nobody knows. Nobody even gives you a result. It's only if the person turns out positive. That's when you use to give it so that I can open a case note. And so it's you know yourself and you are good to go.
Okay. All right, so before we go, HIV should not steal a child's childhood, and protecting children from infection, stigma, and discrimination is very important. So we say thank you so much, Dr. Odiye.
Thank you very much.
I hope I will call on you next time. You will be here to, give us some explanation, some insight in all of this.
No problem, definitely.
All right, so till we'll be seen again next week for another exciting time. Always remember, health is wealth. Take good care of yourself and stay blessed. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the
Hello viewers, I must say it is always a wonderful time to have you join me on Viewpoints on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji. And on today's edition of the program Viewpoints, we're going to be looking at governance and public reaction, as Nigerians are saying they are tired of big grammars, they are tired of speeches, but rather they want actions and they want to see leaders do what they are supposed to do. So the question of the day is, are leaders now being pushed to move beyond speeches to people-centered governance? That is basically what we're going to deal with today on Viewpoints. I am Caroline Okonji.
This matter based on communication and movements. When you now come out, you don't need to be forced as a leader. The leader has to come out, this is what I want to do. Then people also will react, we don't want it or we want it. Let me give you a clear example. Here in the state, we found out that leaders, as at that time, they went down to the grassroots to eat corn, akara, and agidi with the common people. What are they doing? They are communicating that they are for the welfare of the masses. But by the time they got there, what happened? we had a statement, go and die, which means there are two statements on the ground. I'm already there. I've gotten what I wanted. Then whatever you would go and die. That's a statement. In that, there was reaction. So normally, leaders are not supposed to be forced to talk. They're supposed to talk. That is why most of the parties, even though there's no manifesto now, this is what we want to do for the people. But for now, the people, when you now say, this is what I want to do, the people will react. I was coming from somewhere around Delta State. I saw overhead bridge in a village. Who want to climb the bridge? You see, because there are people of that area that are used to female bicycle. Tell me, what is the communication? Are you saying that that bridge is built for motorcycle rider? It's communication. Then it's to tell you, say, the people will now react. We don't need this in here. Is that not communication? So leaders have to come out. You don't need to force them. And whatever you have said, when we are not hearing from you, what happened? There will be another reaction. The people want to know why. They will ask you. So if you now keep quiet, then you don't care for the people. So normally leaders speak their mind, followers also do their reactions. At this point in time, if you cannot speak to your people, what you want to do, and what you want to do, you say it, and it's negative, what will happen? People will react. And if we don't react, they will become stupid. They will become marginalized because we are not hearing from our leaders. It is when you do well. Okay, what are you talking about? I thank God the president said those governors that were building, what do you call it, bridges is uncalled for. Yes. So leaders should not let us know what, they should let us know what they have done and what they are doing. Then there will be reaction. You don't force them. And only that you now force, something is happening. Look at a man who said, since I was born, I'm 76 plus now, that since his inception of Nigeria, the hunger has been around. Why do you now come? You came to correct the hunger, and people are hungry. But if you have said it earlier, we will know. You did not say it. You inherited what you want to correct. So leaders should talk out what they have done, what they are doing, and we that have been led should also react. When we react, nobody should fool us. Then, because if you don't react, and we react, you don't hear us, then you can do whatever you like. And when you do that, there will be grumbling. When there will be problems, there will continue to be hunger and will continue to grumble. So normally leaders are not forced. They are compelled to tell the people what they have for the people, and the people also they are also compelled to say what they want. No hope. It is you have eyes, who have shame. Is that type of person that can be ashamed. If you have no shame, you cannot be ashamed. They have not helped the people. We are poorer and poorer. Okay, the president said that why should he mention some names of the governor? They don't need overhead bridge. Why is he himself building Oceanic, whatever, building a road on ocean to other states and other things? Do we need that one now? You cannot pass from here to Ore. Is that Oceanic or whatever title you give that is building? Who want to benefit from it? You start it from Lagos Sea to Asaba to other. Do we need that now? What do we need this road? People cannot pass through Lagos. No security. So who is doing who? So what you are condemning the governor building bridges, you are doing worse. So you have to communicate. And when you communicate, people will react. That's why you have this reaction. That's why people are looking for revolution. Because even the revolution, we have to pray because we are not in charge of police. We are not in charge of soldiers or army. We are just like that. No DSS. If you remember, there's a particular man who was in NIA, whatever, who was in charge of money. There's billions of dollars that were found in his house and others and his wife. They escaped. But today, such a man is an ambassador in another country. So what are we now preaching? So it is, people must react. A leader has to explain, this is why I do this. This is why, as well you cannot explain, then there's no hope. And Nigeria is going to, we are not going to rest on hopelessness. So people should have hope in their voters' card and vote every evil regime out of this country. God will do it.
Government is supposed to be about the people. It's not supposed to be about the leaders. It's supposed to be about the leads. That is the pact the people in government have with the followers or the citizenry. I don't think that the people have done enough to compel the leaders to be more focused on governance, and governance which is basically for the welfare of the people. We just see the citizens full of hysteria over a particular situation, and after that they go to bed. Save for civil society organizations like SERAP, who are on the government's back and pushing them to do what they ought to do. Nigerians generally are laid back if they can just get their 3 square meals and that's all. The more, I think that even if they are trying to wake up to push government, they should do more. Nigerians should ensure that governance should be people-centric and not about the persons in government. We must ensure that we speak up and be involved, not just being card-carrying members of political parties, but by ensuring that we speak up and put government and political office holders on their toes. The government is people-centered because government seems to feel they know better. I believe that the leaders should come down from their high horse, have town hall meetings with the people. What do they want? What is the primary issue that you want us to focus on? We find out that every government simply comes with their own program, 3-point agenda, 7-point agenda, without carrying the people along. Renewed hope or all that sloganeering, without letting the people say, or without the input of the people. You find people having pages and pages of manifestos that they are not ready to implement. It's just for the paper, just for the records, for people to see that there's a manifesto. But they must carry the citizenry along. What is happening in rural areas? Do they have primary health centers? Do you know that the UBTH as a hospital is a tertiary hospital? Only very important health issues should be tackled there. If we have general hospitals in Benin City, general hospitals everywhere, UBTH will not be crowded up because a tertiary hospital, if you go to other tertiary hospitals in the country, except you have major referrals, you can't go there. So the government should look at what do the people want, where does it pinch these people, and try to ensure that they remedy that area. Like schools, we must ensure that time will come that people will be removing their children from private school and putting them in public schools because public schools have become very good. Children should not be sitting on the floor. Children should not be wearing tattered uniforms. Government should be able to do that for families, so that people will understand that they have a government who listens and cares for them. Take example for Edo State. There are other little things, that low-hanging fruits that you can grab, and people will see that you are doing something good for the people. See Ring Road. The road in Ring Road, just that city center, is bad. You pass there every day, you see that road is bad, nothing is being done, but you are putting on flyovers. Flyovers, that is a white elephant project that will take millions or billions of naira, whereas primary health centers where children will be born, where children will be treated, where people will run to first before being referred to general hospital, they are not functional. Those are the very important things. Primary schools where our children of the poorest of the poor can go free of charge or paying little sums of money, they are not functional. Healthcare is not affordable for anybody. People are dying because they cannot pay out of pocket expenses to pay for hospital. They go to chemists, they go to one auntie nurse who treats them. But if all these things are being tackled by the government, then the people will be very happy. Not major projects like flyovers, which will not touch the people personally. Very soon the flyovers will be underground bridges for criminals to be hiding. Those are not the primary issues of government.
You see, people need practical. People are tired. Before this government, a lot of policies has been made, and those policies were not implemented. And those policies that were not implemented, people are fed up about it. Nigerian leaders and government should go beyond making policies, but implementations is becoming our problem. And the masses are tired of hearing policies and no implementations. And this has been making the masses to disbelieve every policies that the government are making. And that is why the masses are saying that they are tired, they are fed up. When governments make policies, they pay less concern about it because they are not seeing the implementations. And this time, the government should wake up to their responsibility. In the developed nations, governments have their agendas, and it is their agendas that is the scorecard of their administrations, in the sense that when they don't need to be reminded on what to do, as they brought out their manifestos, they start their implementation immediately. But in the developing nations, not only in Nigeria, most third world nations, implementation is becoming the problem. But like stakeholders like us are telling government that is beyond species, is beyond making policies. People want to see practical. And when governments are proactive in whatsoever they are doing, you don't tell the people not to sing your praise. It is your proactiveness that will make the people to begin to sing your praise. And that is why, as an advocate for good governance, I am telling government stakeholders, government should go beyond making policies, but implementations. Those who are SSE and their advisors should give a constructive advice to people who are in powers to enforce implementations. When there are implementations, people will begin to rejoice. You see, today there is high cost of living. Government should take proactive steps on how to cushion all these issues so that the environment and everyone will be happy. I know the government are trying their best, but they should go beyond, because the people are expecting a lot from them. Nigeria is a big country, compounded with a lot of problems. Even when the present administration came in, they came to meet problem. Rome wasn't built in one day. It takes a gradual process. If the masses will support this present government to bring out what he has proposed to do, I believe things will be done. There are various facets. There are some areas that things are working well, while there are some other areas things are not also working well. But let our praise, our encouragement, will make them to put their interest to ensure those areas that are not working well will begin to work well. When you look at Edo State in particular, the governor of this state, a lot of people said, oh, this governor will not be able to work because they are looking at him as a very calm governor, and they are looking at him that because of his disposition, this governor, this fire approach is not in him. Based on that, they expect that the governor cannot be able to do something. But for these few years that the governor of Edo State have assumed or come into office, you discover that things are working. I will give him kudos on the area of insecurity. The governor has put more interest on that area. There are governors who have come before this time, they will say we will tackle it. At the end of the day, with good speech, with good things, things are not done. But this governor, he didn't just say, I will tackle it, but he just began to work, and we are seeing the effect of his work. On the issue of infrastructure, we are also seeing what he's also doing. The flyover that he commenced on, we know some people, some governors will embark on such projects. You will say, oh, why did such people embark on such project? This project that they have embarked on will take almost a decade to complete such project. But we saw this governor, when he came into office, he said, Benin City must have a flyover. And he embarked on those projects, 2 of them simultaneously, and we are seeing the effect of that flyover working out. These are some of the projects that some governor will embark on. It will, even though they will leave office, you still see that those projects is lying low. But this governor, I give him kudos on the area of infrastructure. I also give him kudos on the area of security.
It is their duty to deliver their mandate. They make promises, and those mandates, they should deliver it. I think they have, to me, they're very slow. They're very slow. If the people are pushing them, I think the people should push them. Shouldn't use the word we, the people should push them to deliver good governance, to do what is proper. And so, for me, I don't think is there anything we're doing that is actually speedy. Nothing. The roads are very bad. Our airports dilapidated. Nothing is working. Nothing is actually working. But we are hoping that they will do something about it. And I think our governor, Senator Mulokwe, is trying, but he can do better. So let him do better. The roads are bad. Look at the rain everywhere, the flood. Everywhere is flooded. There is no good road in Benin. No actual good road in Benin. In fact, Jaro is worse. Jaro Supply Road is worse. There are other areas, Wotobo. So I don't think they're being pushed. I don't think anybody can push them except God. For me, on that day, 2027, by the time the people go to the poll to vote, the vote will tell.
It is a pity that our leaders today, they don't really know. It's as if they have diverted from their duty, the reason why they were elected. Now they are not focusing on promises. So it's not supposed to be the citizens, the masses, that will tell the leaders what they ought to be doing. If you check in other countries or in well-doing countries, you will see that the leaders, the very day they elect them into office, they pick their power, they pick their official duties, they pick all the ethics that is backing up the constitution of that office they are holding. They run with it, and they make sure wherever their citizen, wherever their subordinate are needing, they provide it for them and give them. When you talk about even the as low as social amenities like waters and the rest, even our leaders, they cannot provide it for the citizen. And they keep coming back, they will use that to campaign. Since over 20-something years, they have been campaigning with water, road, and security. The next election we are still expecting, that is the same thing they are still going to campaign with. So it is a pity that our leaders is now the masses that is now pushing them to focus on the reason why they are elected. The fact is this: we are tired of BB grammar. It's the right time for them to focus on what the masses, what the people who elect them into power, what they need, and provide it for them. Because to be honest, grammar, big English, will not provide food on our table. It's enough of all this. The people are not the ones that were supposed to tell them, because they know the reason why they are going to that office. So getting to the office, they need to do that reason why they were elected. Walking around the streets, you will see that the masses are angry. They are absolutely tired of this administration. On day-to-day life, it's not so difficult for us to even live. If you check the minimum wage of average Nigeria, it's not able to buy a bag of rice. Talk less about the transportation. If you check the high cost of transportation in the past maybe 18 months to our present state, many persons are waking up, going to office just to pay their transport, or for them not to be idle at home. The salary is not even enough to pay their transport, or to pay hospital bill, or to pay their children academic. If we continue like this, it's going to be terrible in the next administration.
The federal government are supposed to do what they are expected to do and fulfill their promise, not because anybody is pushing them to do it. Because I believe if you make a promise, you're supposed to fulfill it. And you're not supposed to be reminded by doing what you promised to do. Because just take, for example, now, if God calls you to do something, nobody will push you to do it. You have to make sure that everything works out. But thank God, I will use let me use those state governor as example, because it's somebody that I've seen, not that we are all seeing something that is making different. Because you don't push him, you just want to make the people happy and try to fulfill his promise, and making sure that whatever he says, he makes sure he did it and it came to pass. He did not just say it, but he fulfilled it. The area where I'm driving to, the land that was taken from us long ago by the previous administration, this governor came and said to us that we'll get our land back. And to the glory of God, our land has been given to us. And I personally have gotten my own. And you have done well, because Edo State was on safe ground. But today you have made it a safe ground. And this is what we are saying when it comes to doing what you promise. And government is supposed to be like that. And this is what we are praying for, and this is what we want our leaders to be doing, whereby nobody is reminding them to do what they are supposed to do, but yet they are just doing it and making sure that what they came there for, they fulfill it, and make sure everything goes well for the people, because they are there for the people, not there for themselves.
The new scorecard isn't about grammar. It's, did food get cheap? Is the road safe? Is there light? It's basically what citizens are saying that they expect from the federal government in order for citizens and Nigerians at large to enjoy life. And they expect the federal government to do all of the promises that they have made during their campaign before they emerged and occupied their offices. That is why they are saying that grammar and personalities, political party, will not provide them with the basic amenities that they need, but rather they need a result-oriented kind of person. It is a Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji, saying to you many thanks for watching. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.
Top on the list of the initiates was the eldest son of the Esama of Benin and former governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Nosakare Igbenedion. 11 of his siblings, namely Bright Ayamekwe Igbenedion, Honorable Charles Osenwige Igbenedion, Peter Osawari Igbenedion, Dr. Fred Osanwi Igbenedion, Barrister Mike Osare Igbenedion, Efosa Douglas Igbenedion, Upoma Enes Igbenedion, Osawe Igbenedion, Edosa Igbenedion, Dr. Daniel Omorige Igbenedion, Agbon Steve Igbenedion, as well as the Executive Director Operations, ITV and Radio, Chief Elder Ugbeide Nwonse. It was a vital aspect of Okada community's cultural heritage, which emphasized the significance of age, responsibility, and community service. Over 50 notable sons of Okada were also initiated. According to tradition and customs, those initiated, dressed in white traditional attire, were made to undergo some rituals, while the Odionwe pronounces blessings on them and assisted them to take a seat with the elders.
ITV, certainly the best.
It's great to have you back once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Guys Hangout Show on independent television, reaching you live from the city of Benin. One show that teaches men to put themselves first. My name is Harry Aigboje, and of course, it's my pleasure to have you join me on this episode of the show. Now, tonight we're discussing control. Should a man be controlling in his relationship? Okay, most of the time we hear ladies complain that their men are too controlling. Okay, that their men always want to boss over them. So the question we're asking tonight is it okay for a man to be controlling in a relationship? First of all, what do you even, how do you describe a controlling man? What are the things that men do that make women see them as though they're controlling? Okay, is it okay for a man to have control in his relationship? Okay, can a man be controlling at the same time have control in his relationship? So these are basic questions that we're going to be answering tonight. My name is Harry Aigboje, and I'm not going to be doing this alone. I've got two gentlemen with me. One of them is an old-timer, but the other one is still a very fresh face. So I'm going to be starting with the fresh face. I'm talking about the one and only Emmanuel Walters. Good to have you in the show, bro.
Pleasure being here this evening.
How's it been?
It's been very, very awesome.
All right, seated next to Walter is the one and only Benedict Ochagu. Welcome on board, bro.
Thank you so much, Harry. Always a pleasure being here to do what we love to.
Absolutely. All right, so we're discussing something really interesting tonight, something that has to do with control. Now, I'm sure in your interactions with people, you must have heard some persons, especially the other gender, complain about some men of this era being too controlling. Okay, so let's examine the word control. Do you think a man should have control in his relationship or even in his marriage? I don't want us to just limit it to relationships, okay? Do you think a man should have control? And what is control to you? Maybe we should even begin from there. Okay, what's control to you? Is it okay for a man to have control in his relationship or to be controlling? Let me begin with you, Benedict Ochagu.
All right. Well, the thing is, when you're talking about controlling, as long as the relationship is between a man and a woman, they must be controlling.
Okay.
It's the hard truth that a lot of younger women are struggling with. But the truth is that the fact that you are finding it difficult to accept does not change the reality.
That's actually the part that I find interesting because it seems like this generation of women are the ones, having a hard time coming to grips with the fact that, there has to be somebody, that wields some level of control in the relationship.
Yeah.
It seems like, our mothers of old didn't quite have a problem with it.
Yeah, you see, I was discussing with you before we walked into the studio earlier, and I said that the hardest time to be a husband, for example, is this generation. It is very, very difficult to be a husband in our generation. In the time of our fathers, it was easier to be a husband because women understand that I am going to be loyal to a figure, a male figure. A woman understands that I am going there. For example, the man is a farmer or the man is a businessman. I'm going there to support my husband and make sure that he succeeds. And from the product of his success, my children will also be taken care of. Right? Even sometimes they go into the marriage understanding that another woman might even come in and they will still be loyal. So it was quite easier in that concept being a husband in those days, in our father's time, in our forefathers' time.
So you're saying that they go in with polygamy in view?
Of course, it was a general thing, especially in African setting, that it was almost like a 70% thing that as I'm going into this marriage, if I'm the first wife, the chances are
that there will be a second wife at some point.
Will bring somebody. And so you are even being trained by the society as the first wife to be a mother figure to the younger ladies that will be brought in by your husband.
But some persons now see this as a barbaric practice.
Oh, yeah. It depends. You look at it from contextual
perspectives, okay.
Right. Yep. The world is growing. We are evolving. We are becoming more modernized. And then again, people awareness has increased. And so some persons will say, I don't want anybody to share my husband with me. And even some husband will even tell you that it is even difficult being a husband to one wife these days, how much more bringing another person. Like I told you, it is a difficult thing to be a husband in our generation because we have people, younger generation, who doesn't want any level of control. They want to pick up their phone on social media and say anything. They want to on Twitter and say anything. And so because they have learned a culture of, in quote, a free speech on Twitter, and so they try to apply it within everything without understanding how to separate between the social media
reality
life and the reality on ground, right? So it becomes a very, very big problem because we do respect to women. I found out over the years that women don't really filter. Women, because they have womb, they take in. And so that extension of being a man with a womb also affects them negatively in other aspects. That's why a woman reads a book, it swallows the book without digesting the book, understanding the one to take and the one not to take. She can just swallow the book and be applying it in her home and be using it against her husband because of what an author said.
Without filtration.
She wants the husband to fit into what an author said in US, without understanding that the scenarios are different.
Okay.
That's how that's how they are. And so some of the things our Gen Zs learn on social media, they want it to play. And that's what brings, especially maybe on movies and social media. And that's why when you come to propose to a woman, if you don't kneel down, she feels you don't love her enough. That is the effect of home videos and Hollywood and Nollywood movies and the social media, where love is defined by physical paraphernalia. But that is why they just want to do anything. She feels when she's wrong, don't scold her, rather correct her with a shawarma, for example. That is what she feels as love. And so when you don't do that, when you try to be a man, because a man is supposed to be a leader, and leadership comes with a level of control. You may not want to hear the word control. Okay, let's call it leadership. Let's not call it control.
Because I think that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
It's a case of grammatical inexactitude. Some persons will tell you, well, don't say control, just say lead.
Yeah.
But is there really a difference between both?
No, let's choose their word. Let's call it lead. Because at the end, it's still control. Because if I'm given a position, God naturally gives a man position to lead.
Okay.
And within that position to lead, you have to control. You have to look out for her. The Bible says nurture.
Okay.
In nurturing, you look out for her. And in that looking out for her, you control her.
Okay.
Because if she goes out, in nurturing her, she goes out to take in something and she begins to have stomach constipation, the effect will still fall back on you. And so you must control her to make sure she don't take that thing. In the bit of trying, for example, you can be in a relationship with a woman and you are telling her the way you are relating with boys, the way you are accepting every guy, chatting with every guy. I know this road you are following, this bush you are following, it was people that cleared it. Me as a guy, I know where this can lead to, because perhaps either you have used that skill to get a woman before, or you have, sorry guys, because I'm breaking guys' code.
Absolutely.
People like Zabi watching us may not be happy.
Apology accepted.
Apology to the guy. So because of that, the guy tends to say, young lady, please set this boundary. Please set this boundary. Then say, why are you controlling me? You don't just have to wake up and say, I'm traveling for this birthday, I'll sleep over the weekend. Because, for example, maybe the relationship the guy was in before, it was that thing that took away the lady from her. So then the context is contextual. That's what I'm trying to say, that as long as the lady listening or watching us, you must understand that, for example, you accept to be with a man, you have accepted to be controlled. If you don't want to be controlled, just remain a single lady and be hanging out with your single ladies and other of your cosmates that are married.
All right.
But accepting to be with a man as a husband and a wife, you signed in to be controlled.
All right, thank you very much. Your own perspective to this issue seems to be more towards the marriage angle. But let me get your perspective on this, Walter. Do you think it's healthy for a man to control his woman?
According to what is said, majority of what is said are correct.
Okay.
But inside there, I'll still be opposing some of his words. Such as the part he made an example that the lady goes outside, takes some stuffs and start having stomach constipation. I won't say control in that context. I will say protect.
Well, isn't control protection?
No. Take a look at it now. They have two meanings. Protect in a relationship. From my own aspect now, protect now, you are aware of where she is. You understand? You are just trying not to make her make some certain decisions that you know is harmful to her. You understand? But control, you are trying not to make her use her own autonomy.
A free will.
A free will. Okay. You understand? You are like, what are you doing? Why are you there? Like, you are making decisions for yourself.
Okay.
You are not letting her take her own personal decisions.
You very well, you're saying that there's a clear difference between restriction and protection and control.
Control, yeah.
So when you're protecting someone, it's in their own interest.
Yes.
But when you're controlling them,
someone,
you are trying to restrict them.
It's something more of like a military regime.
Okay, you are trying to prevent them from exercising their fundamental.
Yes, that's just it. You understand? Okay. So now he said some words about the stomach constipation example, and in that context, I'll put it as protection. You are protecting the lady.
Okay.
And in the other word, last words he said, as a lady, if you have decided to be with a man, know that you have signed up for control. Very correct.
You agree?
I agree with that.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Walter. That was a very good one. Now, let me get back to you, Benedict. He just pointed out a clear difference, or should I say his own perspective, as far as the difference between control and protection are concerned. Do you think there is a difference, or they are the same thing?
Well, the truth is contextual.
Okay.
In the sense that, for example, what Walter was trying to say is, I think there's a lot of sense in what he was trying to say.
Okay.
But again, when you are dealing with an individual, it depends on what that person sees as protection and control.
Control, okay.
The thing you call protection to her may be control.
So it's probably based on the person's perspective.
Right. For example, I'm telling you, don't go there for so and so reason. For her, because she doesn't see anything, she wants to learn by experience, and you don't want her to learn by experience. And so trying to prevent her, she sees it as control from her perspective. But from your own perspective, you see it as protection. So context is the issue here. Okay. But in the essence, he made also a very salient point, trying to take the person's will away from her. Them, okay. That is a dangerous one. And as a man, if you try to do that, if you try to capture that within the frame of your leadership sphere, you are trading a very dangerous path. Yeah, you are trading a very, very dangerous path. You don't take away the person's will. Let her express her will, but you provide leadership and guidance, right? That is what some women tends to be. When we say the word control, we are not saying take away her will, because that also is an extreme. It's weak men that do that.
Okay.
Within her will, within her profession, within her career, she pursues her career, she does her thing, but you monitor, you check. Okay. Right? You have to, maybe at one time, at intervals, find out how is it going, what is happening around you. Find out, because men are very logical in their thoughts. Women are emotional.
Okay.
So they do almost everything they do with emotions. As a man, you give it logical analysis, and then you bring the offshoot of your analysis to bear by telling her, let's do like this, let's do like this. But the challenge is that we have a lot of women that doesn't want any form of, whether it's leadership, you call it, whether it's protection, you call it, whether it's control, you call it. They don't want any kind of interference. Once the emotion says them do this, anything that interferes with it is control. And that's where the problem.
We're asking a very salient question tonight. Is it healthy for a man to exercise control in a relationship? And by relationship, I'm not just talking about, boyfriend and girlfriend kind of connection. Even in marriage, is it healthy for a man to exercise control? Now, Walter, while he was, making his submission before I interjected, he was talking about the fact that there is a generation of women who do not want to be told what to do. Now, do you think that has anything to do with feminism?
Yes, it has a lot with feminism, because I've met a lot of ladies like that now.
Okay.
And I think I currently have one as a friend.
Okay.
That I'm not in support of her. You understand? Like, I tell her every day, your idea, your ideology, your thinking, your mentality is not stable.
Okay.
You understand? Because take a look at it now. You don't want to be controlled by a man. But without a man, you lack many things. You understand? Without a man, you can't. Okay, she's a single mother now. I told her, since you don't want to be controlled by a man, since you feel you are independent, you can do everything without the help of a man, what's the need of giving birth? Why did you need a man to give birth?
So you are not as independent as you think you are.
As you think you are. In most cases now, she will need some little help. She will run to me. You understand?
So she needs a man.
She needs a man to help her. I'll be like, I'm not helping you because in your own context, you don't need a man to do anything. If I say I don't need somebody to do something, there's nothing that will make me run to that person for help because I don't need her. If I say I don't need my dad now to help me in a situation, I'm not going to run to my dad. Probably there are other means I have
to sort yourself
to sort myself out. So now, for you to say you don't need a man in your relationship, you don't need a man, you are an independent woman, you don't need a man for anything, you should have other means that's going to solve your problem. There's no need moving to a man. So I'm very correct. It's very correct in that regard. You understand that for a lady, for you to come up with the ideology of saying you don't want to be controlled, don't ever think of going into a relationship.
Interesting.
The fallacy, just a quick one.
Yeah.
The fallacy is, for example, he pointed a single mom.
Yeah.
The fallacy is that most of some persons that are bruised emotionally end up becoming a kind of role model, mentors, and advisors. And that's a dangerous one.
Okay.
A very recent case study is Tonto Dike. Tonto Dike, when he had problem with church, went on social media and became a mentor, damaged a lot of young ladies, and now she has given her life to Christ and had gone back to reconcile with church, which means that her position...
It's interesting how you said that she reconciled with church and not with God.
With church...
Okay, with church, okay, all right.
No, of course, I don't doubt...
You don't judge.
God. No, I'm not even talking... Whatever she has with God, I feel it is real, although she needs to be
mentored,
trained and mentored. That's the word. So now she has reconciled with Churchill, her ex-husband. What then happened to the people that saw her as a mentor when she was damaging them? Because she was broken there. She was damaged. You remember those days I constantly say that Tonto is a damaged entity. Then she had a big platform and used it to further damage a lot of young ladies. Now she sees life in the true perspective and has gone back to settle with the guy. She called a lot of names, she's this, and used that example to also coach young ladies.
And the question now is, what happens to the people she misled?
She misled. A lot of them might have left their husband or their guys,
their relationship
because of the lessons they took from Tonto Dike and the stage 4 cancer girl.
Okay.
Blessing
you. Okay.
Right? So the thing is that basically, if you don't want control,
you have no business being in a relationship.
No.
You don't have any business being in a relationship.
Lady, if you don't want control, just close your leg. In fact, you have no business opening your leg for sugar daddy. Because if you, a lot of them that say they don't, like this analogy he brought, Waters brought, that lady, you may be surprised you will be going somewhere to be opening leg to somewhere.
Sure.
You understand? First, a lot of ladies sometimes on this regard live in their bubble of fallacy, and it's a very dangerous place to be.
It's a very dangerous place to be. Now, one of the challenges that a lot of young men of this era are facing is having to deal with women who believe that they do not, or they are not answerable to any man. Now, what's your word of advice to such men?
All right. First, as a man, the world is already too hard. Life is already somehow a bit unfair to men, right? For you now to allow a woman make it harder for you. When you find out that a woman is not have as a matter of ideology that submitting to men is making yourself a less of a woman, then it means that woman does not need a man. And if you as a man, you continue to bury your head inside there, whether in the name of love, whether in the name of she's your benefactor, it means you are gradually digging your grave. It doesn't matter. That's why when I look at young men that are all emotional in relationship, I love her, all mushy, I tend to a kind of caution if I have the opportunity. Because men, for me, I don't feel men are supposed to be all emotional in relationship. No. Men are supposed to be thought-based people.
Logical.
thought-based, love that is with reason. If a woman does not want to be interrupted, does not want to be controlled, does not want to be led, then what is the essence of being with such a woman? Because once a man, as a man, if your woman does not respect you, you are about 60% dead.
Like you don't know what you are doing.
An ideology that this woman just means that she will never respect you, you are about 60% dead. And if you refuse to do anything about it, the rest 40% may not take the next 5 years and it will culminate, and that is the end of Solomon Grant.
So just add to what he said.
Okay.
You know, the Bible, it says, men, protect your wives. Then it also, the same Bible also said, women, be submissive to your husbands. You get. Now, if you take a look at those women that are deciding not to be submissive to their partners, you can see that they are falling astray. They are disobeying the word of God. You understand? And coming to the other part that he said, to fall in love is not a crime. But nowadays, from our generation, it's something more of like a big deal now, falling in love. Because we are thinking, the guy is thinking of, okay, I won't be able to control her. I won't be able to guide her. I won't be able to protect her just because maybe the kind of girl she is. She has maybe she has met someone who don't control her, who give her that free will.
Okay.
So she's coming to
She has dated a permissive guy in the past.
Yes, she's coming into a new relationship. She's still having that same ideology. You get she's having that same ideology. In some cases also, the guy will also be thinking about spending on a lady.
Material investment.
Material investment. You understand? So you are loving someone now. Like he said, there should be a reason why you are loving that person, except maybe both of them know they are just coming together for fun.
Okay.
Once they know they are coming together for fun, okay, they shouldn't waste their time. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. They should not waste their time. Okay. But being loving for a reason now, some guys will tell you that the reason why they love a lady is because she's pretty.
Superficial reasons.
Superficial reasons.
Well, is that a bad reason to love someone, though?
It's not a bad reason, but you, as a guy that is a logical thinker, you need to think deeper.
Okay.
You need to think deeper. You need to look beyond the horizon.
Okay, so on a final note, what would be your parting word? What would be your word of advice, your counsel to young men out there who are dealing with women who have refused to submit to them, or who have refused to listen to them?
The final word I would say is, if it's something that they see is affecting their mental health, because situations like this affect the mental health.
Okay.
Simply walk away from the relationship. Yeah. There's difference between, I tell people, if you want to go in love, they use the word fall in love. I tell people, don't fall in love.
Okay.
Walk into love.
Wow. Okay.
You understand? Because you can fall in love now, and at the end of the day, you will break your leg.
You may not even be able to.
You will not be able to pick yourself up. But once you walk into it, if you are tired, you just walk out.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's been a very interesting conversation. Is it necessary to, or is it healthy for a man to exercise control in a relationship? I'm sure my guests have said all that needs to be said on this particular topic, and I want to say a very big thank you to Benedict Ochago for taking out time to be here with me. It's always a pleasure to have you. And of course, my homie, Walter Emmanuel, good to have you on the show as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, I think a word is enough for the wise, just like they say. Control is not robbing you of your will, of your fundamental human rights. I think that's one thing that some persons need to understand, okay? There has to be somebody that will exercise control. Even in your workplace, that is why your boss is there, okay? If there is no control, then it's only a matter of time before everybody just, does what they deem fit or what they deem necessary. And of course, you know what happens in situations like that to lead to chaos. Well, my name is Harry Aigboje, and until I come your way again, same time, same station next week, do the right thing, stay out of trouble, and have yourself a beautiful night rest. Bye for now.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin aqua seed. Ayo or aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
Certainly the best.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another exciting edition of Youth Perspective, brought to you by Independent Television. You already know me. I'm your host, Amara Chukwu Azuka. And today I have with me in the studio
Joyce Oseyara.
Okay, Joyce, and?
I'm Perfect Christian.
Perfect. Okay. So today we're talking about relationships in the digital age. Want to see if it's easier now or more complicated. You know how relationships used to be in the days of our fathers and our mothers, like when they're in a distant relationship, they'll send letters and all that. You know how it is here. But now social media has made it like I don't want to say easier now, because that's what I want to look at. I want to look at if social media has made relationships easier or more complicated. Okay, so my first question goes to you, Perfect. Has social media strengthened relationships, or is it slowly pulling them apart?
I would say social media has strengthened it, but the pulling apart still depends on the person in question.
Wow. So how does that work?
Well, the ancient time, let me use that word, ancient time. You see, love letters were in vogue, and you could feel the passion of your spouse in the letters written to you. Currently, that has been made easier. Why you have to send a letter today and you receive it next year or months after. So the intensity I want you to feel must have faded along the way. Yeah, but social media has made that easier now, coming of internet and all that. But still, why it depends on the person is it can be used as a disadvantage, pulling apart fake things and fake
love.
So it depends on who is saying it. If I should know my partner, if I'm in love with a person and I know her, whatever message she sends me, I can tell if she's the one or not. I should be able to tell her emotions or not. But when my love for her is questioned, I can't tell her emotions, if she's happy, if she's sad, or whatever she's feeling at that moment. So the essence of social media, it was supposed to make that connection faster, easier for those people that are genuinely in love with each other, but not for those that are as per relationship, not for those that are not.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Joyce, over to you. Same question. Do you think social media has strengthened relationships in this digital age?
Yeah, I'll say yes, because it makes really communication and everything easier, faster. Yeah.
Okay. Now, talking about digital age and relationships in the digital age, we now have ChatGPT. And then we were talking about this digital age bringing relationship together, like communication better and all that. And with the use of ChatGPT, instead of writing good messages to your spouses or to your partners, you can just use ChatGPT, send this message to this person, and ChatGPT will just bring it out for you. And then you can forward to your partner or to your spouse. What do you think about that, Perfect? Do you think that is like true love? Or do you think like social media, or rather the digital age, has made true love more like scarce or whatnot? What do you think?
I would say the invention of ChatGPT has made it easier. Why I'm using that word easier is because naturally there are persons that have issues with communication. They can't talk with you. They can't look in your eyes. They can't construct their words. Forgive me for digressing a little bit. Moses had issues with speaking.
That's right.
And so God had to invent a means. Aaron became his ChatGPT to talk to. So currently, there are some persons that they feel love for you. They have intense emotions for their spouse, but they can't seem to figure out the right words, the right pattern, the right manner in which to communicate that love to their partner. So this artificial intelligence has been put in place to help those that will help them and do all that for them. So I think AI and social media has helped a lot.
Joyce, do you want to add to that?
It makes it less stressful. I feel like AI, sending love message to your partner using ChatGPT,
You don't buy it?
that. It's supposed to come from
your heart, But ChatGPT is so accurate too. I've used ChatGPT before to send love message. It's so accurate. Like you think ChatGPT is actually reading your heart. Like everything you want to say, it just pops up and you're just like, wow, no need to stress yourself, just saying it.
ChatGPT message, I will know it.
Really? So can you identify it? When you see a ChatGPT message, you can identify it?
Coming from the sender, like you know, okay, no, this person cannot write something like this to me from their heart.
Wow.
So don't use ChatGPT.
So like Prophet used Moses and Aaron as an example. Like he said, some people cannot talk, they can't really express themselves. So they need an assistance to actually express themselves. That's how we came about Aaron helping Moses in the Bible. You know the story. So don't you think ChatGPT is actually like the Aaron of our day?
That's why I said it makes it easier.
It makes it easier,
yeah.
Not complicated. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, we want to talk about people meeting online. You meet a guy online, you like him, you guys go into a relationship. Do you think that is true love? People even get married with that way, like in a digital way. People meet on Facebook, or on Instagram, on TikTok. They fall in love with each other, they start a relationship, and they end up getting married. Do you think that is true love compared to how the olden days, like how they meet and fall in love and all that? Do you think that's true love? Perfect.
Well, if you say from the instance, it's not true love.
Wow.
It's attraction. I don't know nothing about you when I go online. What I see online, your pictures I see online attracts me to you. And so during the course of communication, I determine myself if I'm satisfied with the way you speak. There are some persons that are not just attracted to you by your beauty. They're attracted to you by the content that you have. So they want to hear you talk. And that's the essence why most of them schedule for a date, just to hear you speak. Your speaking, your manner of approach shows them how sophisticated you are, how it shows your content, what you carry inside. And so in the course of that, love can either be built or destroyed. Or you can just leave it back to the base attraction, and then whatever goes on with that, goes on with that. So social media, I meet you online, Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever social media platform I met you. I met you based on attraction because I don't know nothing about you, right? So it is our course of communication that now determines if, and it still depends if I'm actually there genuinely looking for love.
That's another thing.
I might not be there for
genuine.
So it determines on what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for love and I'm looking for love on social media, what will take me there? First of all, what will bring me to you is if I'm attracted to you by your pictures or videos of you online. Sometimes it might be your bio. I've met people that during the course of our communication, they made instances of what she wrote on her bio attracted me to her. Just there was a different kind of perspective of what she said. That's as simple as whatever it was written there. So that is based on attraction. Now, that attraction brings me to communicate with you. And while communicating with you, I now determine, okay, should I push this further if I'm looking for true love, actually? Okay. Should I push this further or should I just let it die here? It depends on, no longer me, the aspirator. It now depends on you who I'm coming to meet. So, yeah, it can be good or bad.
Amazing. I love that. How about you, Joy? Can online relationships be genuine? Can they be true love?
Okay, yes, it can. How you meet doesn't matter. Somebody online, in person. I feel like the communication they have is what matters. Before you marry somebody, you need to like communicate, get to know the person. So meeting them online doesn't matter actually. It can be true love.
It can be true love.
Yes.
Wow.
First, attraction. Talked about attraction. You have to be attracted to somebody first. I feel like attraction is the first thing before communication. Like you need to get attracted to the person before that thing can go on. So yeah, it can work. It can be genuine.
Okay, so Joyce, I'm going to ask you, does social media create unnecessary jealousy in a relationship? You know, in the olden days, when there was no social media, there was nothing like, jealousy, or, you know what I'm talking about. So now, because of social media, you see a lot of partners getting jealous over what their partners post online. You can see maybe a guy or a girl post like a good picture online, and the boyfriend will tell her to delete that picture. No, it's too provocative. It's like this. No, I don't like what you're wearing. I don't like your hair, your makeup, whatnot. So do you think social media creates unnecessary jealousy among partners?
I feel like it's maturity. Your partner needs to be matured enough to know that, okay, you're just posting this because, okay, as a girl, you just need to post.
Yeah.
Like you're posting for other guys.
Yes, he's going to feel like you're posting for other guys.
It's maturity, and you guys need to like communicate more on that aspect.
Wow.
And social media also affects pressure, like peer pressure.
Yeah.
What's the CEO? I feel like it's just maturity. Just know your partner. You should know your partner.
Okay. Perfect. You're a guy. You need to tell us. Do you think social media creates unnecessary jealousy for partners, for people in relationship?
Well, people in relationship, they deal with trust issues. If I'm having trust issues with my partner, it doesn't matter if there's social media or not. I'm going to question everything she does. So what social media will not do is enhance that trust issues I already had. Because she have her own pattern of doing things that I might not be conformed to. And I have mine also. So if I'm having trust issues with her on a daily basis without social media, if she now goes online to post this, I will be having the same trust issues there intense, more than when it's just basics. So social media can promote jealousy depending on what the foundation of that relationship is already built on. Because I'm in a relationship with a person that I didn't live with from birth.
Yeah.
I don't understand her perspective. I'm in a relationship with her to understand her so that we can move in power. Now, if I fail to understand her and I question everything that she does without giving her the benefit of a doubt on any topic at all, whatever she does online, and if it happens to be with public, it is something that she has to post, or whatever she says online, whatever she posts online, her pictures, her videos, her thoughts, I will question them as something that may not be faithful. So if social media should help me build a relationship, it can also help me destroy a relationship.
That's right.
The basis of everything is what was the foundation that relationship was built on. That is the whole thing about it.
Amazing, amazing. Prophet, I'm still coming to you. Do you think it's healthy to post every aspect of your relationship? You know, with social media and all that, you know, you want your girlfriend to post you, like, let your viewers know, let your contacts know that I am dating you. Do you get? And even some girls, they want you to post them on your social media. So do you think it's okay or it's healthy to post every aspect of your relationship online?
There's something, this generation, we call it PDAs.
Okay.
Public display of affection.
Yeah.
It's funny enough to say that most guys rate this, they take it so much to heart.
Okay.
They value it. You must show them, you must show the world, you must show their friends, you must show your friends, you must show your parents that I'm the guy dating you.
Yeah.
And so also ladies, if you're dating some certain kind of ladies and you don't hold their hand in public, they feel like there's somebody in that.
There's somebody in that, yes.
That you are.
You don't want them to know that
so
you're dating me.
If I don't want myself to be public, as per social media, I don't want our relationship to be visible to everybody. It doesn't really mean that you would want the same thing. I'll make an example to Banky and Adesua. There was a rumor at a particular time that they were in the same office, in the same space with everybody else, and nobody knew that they were dating until when they announced their marriage.
Marriage, wow.
So these are persons that, I can also use Simi and Adekunle Gold.
Yes, that's true.
The social media was moving towards Falz and Simi.
Yes.
But here we are, boom, Adekunle Gold and Simi. How did they start?
When did they start dating?
There's a lot of questions about if my relationship should be in public, or if my relationship should be secret. Nobody knew that Gege was getting married. Nobody knew that Gege had a particular lady in mind to get married to.
Wow.
Where have they been all this while? Nobody knew that, what's his name, Theophilus, was dating somebody else. Like, he had someone in mind that he wanted to get married to, until boom, he announced it. So there are some persons that, yes, they want their relationship to be in public. There's a person that, no, they feel like the public has nothing to do with my relationship.
My personal life.
And the truth is, the public don't actually have anything to do with your personal life.
Wow.
Because subjecting yourself to bring your relationship outside to the whole world to see, you are subjecting your relationship to be controlled by the whole world.
Wow.
Because by the time if you hold her hand and post the social media and say you're holding your wife's hand, as a man you should not be doing that. You should operate as a man. You shouldn't do those things are for weak men. And if I'm someone, since I'm already posting my relationship on social media, it means that I'm someone that listens to public.
Wow.
So along the line, even if I don't do it instantly, along the line I'll start developing the act of separating myself from holding her hands. And that's something that she's already familiar with. That's something that she's already comfortable with. And so it's just a matter of time, that relationship will dead.
Wow. Thank you so much for that contribution. Joyce, over to you. So the same question. Do you think it's healthy to post every aspect of your relationship online?
Not every aspect.
Okay.
It depends on what your partner likes. If he doesn't like posting, then you should not.
What if you like posting? That's the thing.
Then you communicate about it.
Okay.
Not every aspect, actually. The relationship is private, not secret.
I love that word. Private, not secret. It's not like you're keeping him.
Something's going on, but they don't know what exactly is going on.
Nice. So are you like one of those girls that will post, you post the hand of the guy today, you post the back of his neck, you know what? Like, you want people to know that, yes, I'm in a relationship, but no, you... Amazing, amazing. Now, speaking of relationships, Joyce, do you think couples should share their passwords together? Like, if you're in a relationship with a guy, would you want to share your password with a guy? Oh my God, she just said no, like. Why?
You should trust me enough to know I'm not hiding anything. I don't want to have your password and they don't have my message.
But if you're not hiding anything, you should have your password.
You should not know everything
about you.
But okay, I don't want him to see some things with my friends, like girls, whatever.
Okay, girls gossip.
You have my password, you can check everything. So I don't want.
You don't want him to see that. Perfect. Do you think couples should share their passwords together?
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to bring it to what she said.
No problem.
If the relationship is genuine and it's not new, it's not 2 months old relationship, it's something that both partners already know that it's leading somewhere and it's intense. I don't think there should be question of trust issues. What I'm saying is this: knowing I should be able to leave my phone unlocked and go. Maybe there shouldn't be that. If that thought exists already, then that relationship cannot continue. It's just a matter of time. Then it's dead.
Wow.
And sorry, as per the aspect of girls' talk, you should know if your man is somebody that is open. What I mean by open, is this somebody that is talkative? Is this somebody that whatever happens here, his friends outside, they already know about it? If he's not that kind of person, then it should be somebody that you can discuss even things that your girls discussed, but you know that discussion will not leave the space of the two of you.
Exactly.
It depends on the maturity that your man have. So if you are dating a boy, it's different from when you are dating a guy or a man.
Amazing. What boundaries do you think couples should set when using social media?
I think, first of all, it should be discussed. Do you like posting your life on the internet? If you do, can we have an understanding of what should go and what should not go? Nobody knows everything.
That's right.
Nobody is an island. A relationship is for two people, not one person. And it's two people trying to become one. That's a relationship that has someone headed to, okay? So it's two people trying to become one. So if I know that you're not comfortable with me putting my life up on the internet, I should be able to make accommodations for what you want. It's not me bringing myself down, it's me making room to accommodate you. It's respect for what you want and what you don't want. And if me, on the other hand, I'm coming to the person now that says, I don't like posting myself on the internet, and you like me, or you like showing yourself on the internet, I should be able to make accommodations, okay? Even if I don't like, if she wants to take some certain kind of pictures, I should allow her. You see, there's a former parable, I don't know if you still use, that dog plays, you fall for me, I fall for you, everything will be right. So if I'm able to accommodate you, you should be able to accommodate me. It should be something that is built on understanding. What kills relationship nowadays is not social media. What kills relationship nowadays is lack of understanding and lack of maturity.
Wow.
Those two things. So if there's understanding in a relationship, it tells me that I should make accommodations for your desires, and you should make accommodations for my desires. So if you want your entire life to be on social media, and I don't want the same thing, we should be able to look for a standing. That calls for discussion, is the essence of meeting, of understanding each other. Like there's that verbal communication that dwells between the both of us. So it's isolated from don't do it. Stuff like that. It kills relationship faster because it feels like I'm not seen, I'm not heard. It feels I'm just in this relationship to please you. Where does my desire come into play?
Wow. Thank you so much for that. Joyce, do you want to contribute to that?
Yeah, I feel like everything should be based on agreement. If it's what, like, you and your partner should just communicate about it first before putting anything out there. So agreement.
Agreement, I love that. Okay, because of time, let's have your final words. Perfect. Final words.
I think social media can be used for growth of a relationship or destruction of a relationship. It matters on both partners. You two should be able to communicate with yourself as per what you want and what your partner wants. So that understanding should be there, melted down between you two. I think that's just it.
That's it. Amazing. Thank you so much. Joyce, your final words?
Okay, I feel like digital age hasn't changed what successful relationship is. In aspect of love, trust, honesty, and loyalty. It only makes communication and connection more easier. So social media cannot ruin what is not ruined already. So I feel like the technology needs communication and relationship now this year.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, you've heard it. Relationships have never been perfect, and social media did not create any problem for anybody, okay? I'm still your host, Amara Chukwuazuka, and until next week, stay safe, stay blessed, stay happy. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly.